very tough stretch we got. Um, like I said, we got the Cavs tonight in Chicago. And then on Monday, we travel to Cleveland. So a back to back against this same team. And then Wednesday, another home game at the United Center against the Brooklyn Nets, team that we've beat, but they've been super hot of late. Then Friday against those vaunted 76ers that, we catch hell against in Philly. We gotta beat Embiid. Then a week from today, back home against Laurie and the Utah Jazz. So, what do you think about the stretch coming up? How do you think we're gonna do, and what do you think are keys to success?
Not only do I like what I'm seeing from the Bulls, I talk about this all the time. Scoring is up in the NBA right now, and the Bulls are finally starting to jump on that train. Yes, I want to see more defense. I would love. And by the way, I have to take out a moment to give Vooch a little bit of love for the defense he played in that game. Yeah, we gave up 118 points to the Detroit Pistons, a team that's basically has the best chance at getting the number one pick right now. But Vooch, in the crucial moment, finally did what I wanted to see him do: shuffle those feet and block some shots. And that's what I'm starting to see is timely defense. If we can continue to play timely defense and score the ball and play together, oh man, I think sky's the limit. I really believe that we're going to continue to be on the stretch we're on, where it's going to be hard to go on a 10-game winning streak because we're in a tough stretch. We're playing some good teams, but I think we can win 2 out of 3 here, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 7. I really believe. I think we're going to continue on the streak. I think we're going to beat Cleveland in the next 2 games. I think we're that good. We're catching them at a low moment, and we're at a high moment. Every season has those highs and lows, and that's where we are right now. I think we're going to lose to the Nets because right now we don't match up well against the Nets. The only reason why I think the last couple of times that we have beat Milwaukee is because we have finally figured out a way to do what they did to the Bulls back in the day. Let Mike get his, and we stop everybody else. And it works. Yep. Let Giannis go get his 50 and 15 and 10. Let him. Make everybody else have 10 or less. We're going to win, and it happens every time. And I think, and that's why I've kind of got off Billy's back a little bit, because Billy it's a man with a plan is a man I can roll with. It's the dudes that don't have a plan, the ones I'm worried about. At least he got a plan, and I'm seeing differences, So I think that the Bulls can continue to play well. We're right outside of being in the playing right now. Like, just like the West. Are we in the play? Okay, so but just like the West, yeah, we had 10. So, but just like the West, hey, we win 5 in a row and we're in second place, third.
Yeah, because we only a couple games out of 6, 7.
Yes, sir. That 16 and 19 record is, to me, it's not showing who we really are as a team, because we are on the high end of who we can be. We're finally starting to find some things. And then we're getting, like I said, good news back about players who we're waiting to come back. But I really do believe that we can, man. I think that over the next stretch of, because look, we got, like you said, we got Cleveland twice, then the Nets, the 76ers, the Jazz, the Celtics. I think by the time January 11th comes around and we are with the Wizards, that we could be above 500. We could really be above 500, and that'll be a plus for our team after everything and the way it started, all of the hoopla and all of the stories going around about DeMar doesn't want to be there. Zach doesn't want to be there. And this is just getting out of hand. I really believe that the teams that want them are the ones that are starting this drama. Because Absolutely. At the end of the day, Chicago, we want to have a good team. We love these guys. We gave both of these guys contracts under what I believe they should stay and play. Why are we going to trade guys that we pay? We're finally spending the money. I remember all those years we complained constantly about the Bulls wouldn't spend money. Now they're finally spending the money. Now we're going to trade them away? No. We finally got guys to come play with us that want to be here, that want to be Bulls, that want to make us better. So let's quit being so in the moment and so excited to see the next new car that comes by. We got 2 Lamborghinis in the garage right now that want to take us there. So let's do this. Let's coach up Vooch, and I'm excited, man. As you can see, man, I'm pumped. The Bulls have been showing me something, because I'm tough on them, but I'm excited about the next stretch, man. I think we're going to look good going into, the middle of January.
Yeah. Like I said, Vooch is valuable when you use him the right way.
Yeah.
And lately he's been used in the right way, so
Yeah.
I can't complain much. Uh,
He had a
so
clutch
this
three last. He had a clutch three last game too. You know I can't
absolutely,
stand him shooting those threes, but it was clutch. Clutch.
absolutely. But I'm gonna give you a stat: 7-1, 7-1 against the Boston Celtics, Brooklyn Nets, and Miami Heat this year. These were the games that the Bulls could not pull off a year ago. That was the knock. They couldn't beat any of the top tier teams. 7-1. They get up for these big games. So, like you said, there is a chance they can
And
sweep
that's an
this back to
amazing
back against
stat.
Cleveland.
That's an amazing stat because, as you know, I believe the East is better than the West this year, and we've seen it not just by talk, by play. And every time the Bulls play one of those teams, it's one of the best games of the night.
Yeah.
It's the best game of the night, if not one of them. And like I said, I love what I'm seeing. Demar is one of those players that, like you said, he doesn't get the fanfare as MVP this, MVP that, all the commercials, he's everywhere. But you look up and he's got 32, 5 and 6,
Yeah.
37, 8 and 2. I mean,
Awesome.
shooting 12 to 14 free throws. I mean, like I love what we have, and I'm hoping that pot that we cooking that it continues to just, it gets better and better. Seriously, I'm excited. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I love seeing them play well together and the energy we're seeing from them, and excitement, helping each other. It's certain things you look for within the game to know that guys want to be together. And that's what you're seeing with the Bulls.
Yeah. I will say my thoughts on the East versus the West. I think the East is more top heavy. I think the West has more depth.
Facts. I'll go with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I'll go with that.
I think the top of the East, the top 3, 4 teams of the East could win the West, but I think the West is deeper. The bottom half of the West is better than the bottom half of the East.
Yes. Because I'm not gonna lie, the only way that we're gonna be able to do anything, we are gonna have to go through Brooklyn. So that's the big thing to understand. We're gonna have to go through Brooklyn. So it's important. And we've seen before, you can sweep a team in the regular season and they'll sweep you in the playoffs. So it doesn't matter till the lights are really on. So
yeah, absolutely. But in regards to this stretch, we are catching Cleveland at a good time.
Yes, sir.
They've lost what, four straight, something like that.
Yeah.
So I definitely think tonight's game at the UC is a winnable game. If I was predicting, I don't know. I think I would probably say a home and home split between the two teams, but I can definitely see a path where they sweep this home and home.
I believe, man, I'm telling you right now, DeMar and Zach, they found something. Something's working, and like you said, it's like baseball, basketball and baseball kind of mirror each other to me because of the streaks. Like, teams are either hot or they're cold, and that happens. And it's like that. It's like you're seeing us on that uptrend, and you're seeing them on that downtrend. And I think they got a great team, but it's like the first 3 quarters don't even matter these days. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. It's like the first 3 quarters, it could be, whatever. That last quarter is what it's all about. And right now, I mean, we are one of the best fourth quarter teams in the league. You look at the numbers, the stats, and I mean, the Bulls we are really finding a way to really, really just want it in that last quarter. And I love it, man. It's what you need to win in the NBA.
I will say too, though, when they come out to start the game with the aggression, it usually bodes well for the finish.
Yes, like I said, not falling behind early.
Yeah.
That's what was hurting us in the beginning of the season, and not doing that. We're coming out, and we're like I said, either we're up top or we're right there, and that's what's important. I mean, teams are putting up. I'm seeing teams putting up 40, 50, points in a quarter. So
yeah, we've been saying all year this scoring is up.
Man, bro, 40 points in a quarter, 50 points in a, I mean, you saw the Nets had 92 and a half. Like, what?
Like, yeah. It was like 96 or 97.
Bro,
it was up there, yeah.
This is outrageous.
And then Dallas on Christmas Day.
I mean, and that's what I mean. So at the end of the day, sometimes you have to learn to just get with the Joneses. Hey, yeah, we want to stop everybody, but it ain't working. We see where the refs are going. They're calling travel on everything.
Nobody
They're not calling
stopped.
I mean, it's like they want the scoring to go up. So hey, let's get out there and play ball. Let's do what everybody else is doing. And I think that's what's going on with the Nets too. they are
Yeah,
just scoring the crap out of the ball. they
yeah,
they like catch us if you can, and then a couple key defensive plays. Key
yeah,
defensive plays. So
yeah.
I
So
really think that Bulls next game that might be the game of the week. Period. Out of this is a lot of good games in January. Period in the NBA, but I really believe that is going to be a very high ticket game where all eyes are going to be on that game because the Bulls are trending up, and right now the Nets are the best team in the East. Not record, but play wise,
hottest team in the NBA.
hottest team in the league. Yeah, they are. I mean,
I think I we might have some trouble with Brooklyn. I know we beat them last time we saw them, but they weren't at full strength,
Kyrie
and
wasn't
they're
Kyrie.
rolling now. Kyrie wasn't
Kyrie
Kyrie.
wasn't Kyrie then. Ben
TJ
wasn't Ben.
TJ Warren
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
there yet.
yeah. That's
That
true.
that team
And
has
I
depth
saw him
that
come
people
off
don't
like
mention.
he put up 20 and a half the other game, and that's the thing. They have, man, hey, shout out to Jock Vaughn, man. I know this is all about the Bulls and us, but man, shout out to Jock Vaughn and what he's done coming in as the second choice in a situation and taking that and running with it. And these guys are not only flourishing, but some of these guys are having their best seasons as professionals, and it's amazing. And shout out to that guy, and what he's
Yeah,
doing out there. Seriously.
yeah, absolutely. Um, I do think, and I know this maybe this is where the homer comes out. He always shows his face once in a while. Um, we've yet to beat Joel Embiid. I think that his confidence might be riding too high. He might be getting a little too cocky, and this might be the time where we can get him. Um, they've been hot, and then they've lost the last couple games, so maybe they're coming down to earth a little bit. I know Tyrese Maxey is back. But the Sixers are also in the middle of a tough stretch, so we might catch them at a good time. I think I'm going to go with the Bulls in that game next Friday. What you think
Now,
about
last
that one?
time we did this, I said Bulls, and then I changed my mind at the end, and I went with them, and they beat us again. Uh, I'm leaning Bulls heavy. I want to go Bulls, but with Maxi being back, with for some reason Embiid having this weird aura over, it's weird, man. It's like,
Yeah,
and if you watch the games, he comes out, and
like that
it's like
Aaron Rodgers.
he comes out just stroking free throw line, 3-point shot, bang, bang. All of a sudden he got 15 in the first quarter. It's like it's every time. So
He feels invincible against us now.
and I really see that, and I think some of it is because he knows. I looked at his numbers against Vooch. It's something I wouldn't want to read off online. Like with him against Vooch, he tears Vooch apart, and he
He
knows it.
does. Drummond
So
didn't. Drummond either didn't play or didn't play much. I don't think he played at all the last game. I
so
think
he's gonna
Drummond was
help a
out the
lot.
last game.
But we both saying once Embiid gets going, he's going. And with them being at full tilt, having everybody back hard, starting to play better, I think it's going to be a close game. I don't think they're going to blow us out. I think we're going to play tough, but I mean, I still need to see more out of Vooch when it comes to defense, when it comes to sticking, because I mean, even like I said, even though when we beat teams like, Milwaukee and other those guys like that, Miami, I mean, these guys, I mean, not only do they get off, but they're going crazy against him. Bam had a career night against him. But I really believe that like you said before, no NBA players is perfect. Everybody has their little misses and hits, and I think that we can find ways to hide his blemishes. It's
Yeah,
just we got to continue to play well like we're doing, and I really believe if we get Lonzo back, that's gonna really take us to another atmosphere. Seriously, where we're gonna be able to consistently put up the points we're putting up and not have to, because right now we're not turning the ball over a lot either. We're doing a great job of taking care of the ball. Substitutions are good. I'm not seeing Terry still. I want to see him. What the other guy from overseas, we're not seeing him at all still.
yeah, Marco
Uh,
Simonovic.
it's like, I
Yeah,
mean, I just feel like at least get these guys a run like we talked about before. Give them a taste. Let's see what they have. We're seeing some young guys really perform out there. And I don't like how coach has this tight 8 to 9 guy, rotation that he sticks with, which is kind of small. So
yeah, it is. But at this point, I think he's pretty much gonna stick with this unless they make some changes down the line.
yeah,
But
yeah.
and to round out the schedule, a week from today, home game against the Utah Jazz. Laurie comes back to Chicago, and I think the Bulls can take this win as well. Definitely a winnable game. What do you think, real quick?
Bulls. I'm going Bulls. Like I said before, I think we're on an upward trend. I like what we're doing. I'm excited to see us continue to play well. Vooch is playing better. Well, he's playing better as well. Playing defense. Like I said, the big three are being a big three. And when we have a big three and they're all together putting up 60 with the rebounds and assists, we are a much better team, because there's no stress on anybody. Plus, as long as Zach is doing what he's doing, yeah, it's up. It's up in his stuff. Straight up.
Yeah. It's up in his stuff.